we're holding up. We're here to support you, and our hearts are broken as well over here in Jersey.
Well, thank you very much, Reverend, for calling in. I can only imagine that you and your colleagues have been talking about this consistently over the last few days, huh?
Yeah, you know, on behalf of the faith community and all of the pastors and churches, we're hurt by this, but we do want to look at this in a broader perspective as another example of the social laryngitis that exists in our community. And we pray as you guys move forward, the BLS will open up the door for your voice so that your voice will not be silenced. We need to hear Bob Slade. We need to hear Open Line. We need to hear Weekend Review. We need Toya Beasley. We need Morning Inspiration. And we even need Antoine Quad. We need all of that because it represents the heart of who we are through Kiss-ESPN.
Nice thought, Reverend. Thank you very much, Joe. We do appreciate your calling us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And God bless you, my friend.
God bless.
Thank you, Reverend Carter.
Really appreciate that. We got a slew of phone calls. I mean, it's just crazy. The phone's ringing off the hook to line one. Talk to Michelle out of Brooklyn. You're on the Weekend Review. Hi.
Yes, hi, good night. I would like to say thank you to you gentlemen for all your selfless work that you've given to our communities. And I think that this is a time for us as a people to come together in our villages and really understand how to take care of one another and understand that this is not just the end. This is the beginning of us as a wake-up for us to see what's going on around us and take care of our own. And to understand that, you know, we can go forward. This is just goodbye. It's not, you know, farewell forever. This is just, you know, a stopping point just at this point, but we will continue as a people. And I would like to thank every DJ, every person that ever graced the mic at Kiss FM. I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving yourself selflessly to all of us listeners and being there for us. And I remember everyone, even Mama Montego.
Hello,
like
darling.
She used to say, like she used to say, and I would like to say to every one of you, walk good.
Walk good, yes, indeed. That's
Speaking of,
that was Freddie Rodriguez who did the voice of Mama Montego back in the day. She was a great broadcaster, a newswoman. She's up in Connecticut right now. Brother Fatine, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to jump in here and I got a chance to speak this morning on an open line. And, of course, you know, Bob, you've been our leader. But I'm going to turn to my right first and ask this brother here.
Why is you wearing that daggone? No, go ahead.
Yeah, what I got on there? I thought, I got a New York hat on there. But turn to Brother Peter. I'm on your show. I got permission to speak, my brother?
Speak, brother.
There you go. All right, let me just say, you know, just to correct a little bit, you know, what my good former teammate, Bobby Childs had said, is one of the things about being in the sports situation is that Open Line and Weekend Review played a role in getting sports covered by blacks here in the city. Of course, Bob, you was in with the Yankees before we got here, but there was a tail off. And, of course, we have had Marion Boykin on the show, Doc Stanley on the program, and those brothers led the way and helped open the doors. And I remember when I got a chance to meet George Steinbrenner, who basically welcomed when I got a chance to go up to Yankee Stadium and also go into the Knicks and handing off to Bobby Childs of doing such a tremendous job, and Andrew Rosario. But let's come into the Weekend Review. Peter, you know, Peter was a brother I met, not in radio, but I met this brother in the trenches. This is a brother who was a warrior, still is a warrior, and this is a brother who broke stories that he would write things that a lot of people would not write, and he kept it real. You know, he wrote things about those that we supported. He wrote articles for those that we didn't like. But one thing about Peter is he kept it real. And that's something that I respect with you. Brother Cut, I learned a lot from you from dealing with economics, my brother, and cutting through the chase and cutting through the BS. And another former colleague of ours was Ann Tripp. Then when the Weekend Review, a lot of people may not know that I produced the Weekend Review years back. And, I never forget when Annie had to fill in when Bob went down. And working with her just was a gem, just very, very, very easy. Brother Michael Cotman was there, and, of course, his role with the Million Man March. Bob Pickett, going back to the O.J. trial, he's not going to want to admit this, but I was the one that said that O.J. was going to walk, and he said, "Nah, Fatine, you're crazy." And, of course, that day we was going over to film Minister Farrakhan on Phil Donahue, and that's when the verdict came out. Brother Pickett, was I right?
You were.
I was right, my brother.
You were right. The jury was wrong, though.
Okay.
O.J. was guilty, yes, indeed. And guess where O.J. is now?
In jail for something totally different.
But they're two different things.
Yeah. And by Slade, of course I got a chance to talk about you and our role with Open Line, but Bob opened a lot of doors for me, not only producing here on the Weekend Review, and as you said, you mentioned earlier about me producing Soul Beginnings, man, you come in this door, I said, Bob, let's get in there about 11 a.m. and we can get out by 9 p.m. Man, I'm taking cab service home at 1 a.m. in the morning, brother, because Bob was not a realist, but a perfectionist, and he wanted to make sure it was right. And I remember when we had to help put together Soul Beginnings, and Bob, you learned to put together your own Soul Beginnings show, brother, and the growth that we were able to help one another. You trained me on some things, and I was able to give back something to you. So, this program meant a lot to me, and even though I don't produce it anymore, we're family. And I just wanted to just personally come in this room and thank you all for the work that you've done, the work that you do, and the work that you will continue to do. And I thank you for being my colleagues and my friends.
Right,
thank you, Brother Fatine.
Do we have time for a live phone call from the biggest fan of Open Line in the Weekend Review? Do we have time for that?
Well, who's that?
Joe Gonzalez. Where are you, Joe?
Joe's right here.
Hey, Joe, get on the mic. This is a brother who's been at every event, Slade, that we've ever had. He loves the show, loved Open Line, and loves the Weekend Review. Joe, real quick, in 1 minute.
We're going to miss you. The whole community will miss you. It was about the interests of the community. It was always about what was current and what was most important, not for the individuals, but for the masses of individuals who go nameless and faceless and don't always get a chance to hit the mic. So that's what drew me to the show for so many years, and we'll continue to in the months and years ahead.
Okay.
Well, we appreciate your loyalty and your support. He's been to the Newark, that 3,000 event that we had. And again, Joe, thank you very much for being there for us.
Let's go back to the phones, talk this more. Listeners line 7 is Eugene out of North Carolina. He's listening to us in North Carolina. Eugene.
This is not just any Eugene. This is the husband of Keisha Monk, Eugene.
Oh, yeah. Eugene, how's Keisha doing? How's Keisha?
She's doing well. She's recovering. For those that don't know, she's going through chemotherapy right now.
Oh, okay. Give her our best, okay?
I sure will, man. We was finding all type of bootleg streams and all that other stuff. I have to get my Open Line no matter where I'm at.
Hey, Gene, say hello to Keisha for me, please, man. She boosted us all the time.
Hey, that's what I said. Listen, there were no liners up in that system, but we always talked about Open Line because, this is where the information was.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Bob, I told you about that Obama back in 2008, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
You ain't the only one.
But listen, man, I just want to, it was a blow to us when we heard it, That was just unbelievable. Kiss is gone, but, we hearing the good vibes, so hopefully they'll do the right thing over there at BLS. And they'll snatch you guys up.
Please give our best.
Yeah, Gene, please hug and squeeze her for me, please.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will. We, she's a praying person, so we believe in God, so she's going to be well. Right now, you know how they say sometimes God, He got to put you to the side and hide you for a little while till it's time for you to make that comeback. So, but I'm not going to hold you guys up again. From me, Keisha Monk, I just want to say much love to all of you guys. And I'll see y'all soon.
All right now. You got it. All right. Thank you kindly. All right. Hey, about that.
Slade, so when do we get a chance to talk about each other? I mean, just the four of us.
At some point. I'll let you know.
I'm itching, brother. I'm itching.
Let some more of the audience. Nobody need to hear you.
No, I got something for you, brother. That's what I want to say.
All right. Very quickly, let's go to line 5 and talk to Denise out of Queens. Denise, you're on the Weekend Review. Hi.
Hey, how are you guys?
All right.
Listen, first of all, I want to wish everybody at KISS, Open Line, Michael Basin's show, Weekend Review, The show that you used to do at 10 o'clock were about talking about remember the time.
So
all of that. I want to wish all of you much success in your new endeavors. That's the first thing. Secondly, I'm ticked off about the way this happened. I don't know who thought about doing this, but I really don't like the way they did this thing. You know, to me, New York still needs Kiss. You know, you guys speak to the community. You give us information that you make us think. Right? This is not good. I'm not happy at all. I'm about to, and I used to like BLS, but I'm kind of upset with them. I don't know if I should be, but that's how I feel. But one thing I wanted to know, could Charles Etheridge explain the thing he was saying about Madison Avenue and dollars and whatnot? Because I didn't quite understand.
All right, thank you very much for the call. Very quickly, cut man.
We spend maybe 10-15% of all dollars in New York City, but we don't get our fair share of advertising dollars. The money that should go to us go to other stations. For example, a white listener will get a station will pay $1.36 for that audience member. They'll give black radio 60, 70 cents. It's like when they did the Constitution. We were 3/5 of a person. Same game, right church, wrong pew.
Okay, very good. Now, it's right to the point. That's why we call you Cut Man. Let's go. I know. Let's go to line 2 and talk to, what's that name? Hardin out of Newark?
Hadrian.
Hey, Hadrian. Oh, I'm sorry. Hadrian.
Hey, Bob.
Yo.
Bob.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, dig this. You guys are going to be all right, and I just want to do a little tribute to all of you for all the work that you've been doing for the larger community. So here it is. Dig it. Did you all ever know that you're our heroes? You're everything we would like to be. You flew higher, higher than an eagle. You were the wind beneath our wings.
Nice, Hadrian. Nice, my brother.
All right,
very nice.
Peter Noel has a contract
Adrian
for you coming up.
Look, guys, be safe and stay healthy.
You're welcome.
Right,
thank you. Now.
Our regards to your wonderful wife, Mint. All right.
Let's go to line 6 and talk to Lee out of Queens. You're on the Weekend Review. Lee, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
To you.
Thank you.
Families. It's just the beginning of something that starts once more. They say love nobody, but this is proof within itself. A community, half of that means unity. And you have done your deed, and you have another deed to do further for the people that's been blessed by your commentations. So it's like when you go out of town, like I drive sometimes, go out down south, and I drive back, and then when I tune in to Kiss, it's like, wow, I'm home. It's like a reality check. And that's the only thing that we probably would miss. But, again, you'll be back. You'll be back again. It's just too strong to not be, regained.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I wish you the best, and come on back again.
Right.
Let's do this.
All right. Let's do it all right. By the way, you got a parting of the rivers now because the man has stepped into this place.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
A legend in his own right.
Yes,
indeed.
At this time, a legend in my own mind. Real talk.
Yeah. The one and only, wait a minute, hold it. The one and only,
what is
the
it
one and
about
only
the
Ross, wait a minute, whoa.
What?
The one and only Ross Lewis.
That's right.
There's
a story behind that, too.
You going to take me there, right?
There's a story behind that.
Hey, but listen, what is it about Week in Review? Bob got the sexy voice on, then real smooth.
He's just tired. Is
that what it is?
He's tired.
Yeah. Y'all beat him down.
I'm trying to take Lenny Green's job.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen.
Now you take anybody's job.
You know what I mean? This is really one of those moments that you often thought would happen, but you never thought it would happen. This radio station, for me, at the time, I was in AM radio when this station was conceived, and you were taking it to the streets. And it was like, what? We got funky music in the middle of the dial. You know, it's a big thing because radio historically